And one of the most popular storylines, what we're going to go into next, with Jeff Saturday coming off of his couch
Fuck
in less than a
yeah.
week and
Fuck
leading the
yeah.
Colts to a victory over the really,
Good for
really
Jeff.
bad
Any
Josh
given
McDaniel-led
Saturday.
Raiders. Oh, jeez.
Saturdays are Sundays.
Jesus. So, yeah, what are we thinking about? I mean, can Saturday take this ball club to the playoffs, or is he just a one-week wonder?
I think this is more of a.
The Colts fan talk about this.
Yeah.
I think
You
this is
watch the
more of a
game.
problem of
Go off.
how bad are the Raiders. I am a diehard Colts fan,
Seriously.
but I think this is more of a problem on the Raiders. I mean,
Just a quick stat. They said it on part of my take. I just want to reiterate it here. So Josh McDaniels started 6-0 with the Broncos in his first year head coaching. Since then, he is 7-24 as a head coach.
It's pretty bad.
And they were also saying that apparently those first 6 games he was cheating. They were like spying on
Yeah.
teams, and it's like since they
Yeah.
stopped cheating, he's 7-24. But go on.
yeah, back to it. Saturday knows how to lead men. Is he a good coach? I think that's still to be determined.
Yeah.
But he got the players ready to play. He having a first-time play caller in Parks Frazier, who was
Hey, props
a
to Parks Frazier.
a quarterback coach, really just went out there, he called a good game, called a safe game, and Matt Ryan helps.
you know-
Matt Ryan's a lot better than Sam
He's the
Ellinger,
best
obviously.
quarterback on that roster, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You know what I loved about that game?
What's that?
The offensive coordinator kept it very simple and just gave the ball to fucking Jonathan Taylor. It's amazing what can happen when you give him the ball more than 15 times in a
when you
single game.
simplify
It truly
and you
is.
do what you've seen work
Yeah.
prior.
Yeah. And then you see how much it helps the rest of the offense open it up for everyone else when they have to deal with the Jonathan Taylor after he just busts 75 yards on your ass the last drive. So it opens it up for
Truthfully,
everyone.
what was Frank Wright thinking 3 or 4 weeks ago when Matt Ryan attempted 60 passes in a game?
Franchise record.
Didn't they
Franchise
win the
record.
game?
They
though?
did, but they did. So I can't shut them too much. But still,
That is true.
It's like
Yeah.
what has worked for the Colts the past year or two? It's been running the football.
Run the
And
fucking
I
ball
think Jeff
with Jonathan
Saturday,
fucking Taylor.
like he definitely got the boys fired up. They love playing for him, obviously. But he did what any average Joe would go in and do if you're supposed to call plays for the
Dude.
Indianapolis Colts, which is
Give
run
the
the
ball to
fucking
your best
ball
player.
to one of the best running backs in the league. But it's
Yeah.
it's almost impossible for me to imagine that Jeff Saturday will be here come next season. I don't like.
God, I hope
what
so.
is he known for? Like he's not.
That'd be amazing.
He's not calling the play. I mean, he's a motive. I mean, hell, if Dan Campbell can, maybe he can. But like, if Rich Bisaccia got
Shit.
fired after this past season, after leading the Raiders to the playoffs,
Bad move.
I don't know how Jeff Saturday. I mean, maybe if y'all make the playoffs and win a game, then I guess. But like,
If
it's
they make the playoffs, Jeff Saturday is going to be the coach of the Colts next
it's
year.
so far fetched
Easily.
in my mind
Easily.
to imagine that he's actually the head coach going into next season for Indy.
I think coaches like Jeff Saturday, Dan Campbell, they're great interim head coaches. You just need these guys to come in,
just
get
fire
the
'em
boys
up. Let 'em
going.
fire up there.
They're good, like, we're down and out. The world's
They're
against us.
substitute.
Yeah,
They're
like,
substitute coaches.
like, that's why, like,
substitute
if, like,
coaches.
if Dan Campbell
Yeah.
like actually has any expectations going into next year, he's gonna suck because he is a very much a we're down and out. Everyone thinks we suck kind of coach. Like I couldn't imagine him playing with
Do
expectations.
suck. Yeah.
I mean, they're literally just compared to like the guy at the combine that like, oh, this guy's a gym rat, but ultimately he doesn't have the talent or the skill. That's literally what they are. They'll play hard, they'll bust their ass, he'll try to study, but whenever Jeff Saturday goes up against a Bill Belichick led defense, may not go too well.
You gotta have good
May not go
coordinators.
too well.
Yeah.
I think the increase in the run game ultimately boils down. They did have a different starting lineup out there with their left tackle and their right guard being different than kind of what their usual is, and I think that has really jump started or kick started an actual increase.
Did they
they-
start a new guy?
They started Will Fries on right guard instead of Matt Pryor, who
It's Pryor just ass.
I'm pretty sure I can go run block better than Matt Pryor. Put that on the record.
You hear that, Matt
He-
Pryor?
On the record.
Was awful in run.
You hear that, Matt? You suck.
Get better, bitch.
In run protection and pass protection, he was an absolute liability. I think this starting Will Fries has actually, yeah, they started Will Fries. I think
Was this
that
guy just a backup that they
he's
promoted?
the backup, but he's not great in pass protection, but he's a lot better in the run game.
As long as he can run block for y'all, I mean,
Jonathan Taylor went from like 1.6 yards before contact to now like 4.4 after.
wow.
A lot of that is because he had a 60-yard break that
run.
I don't think I don't know if he got touched on. So that
And it was Las Vegas's defense.
but ultimately they
and I noticed something too, that a lot of what defenses were doing, because there were so many struggles with the right side of the line, basically, was that any time there was pressure, it was coming up the middle in the quarterback's face and from the right side at the same time. So anywhere he tried to escape, he was just fucked either way. Couldn't roll out right because the right side or right tackle wasn't holding it down. Couldn't go straight, scramble up to in the pocket because it's Matt Ryan. It's not really great. Although he did bust a big old fucking run this weekend, though.
32
Dude,
yarder?
he did bust a big run.
I need to see that run. I didn't.
Dude,
see
that
the
run is like
it was.
it might be the
impressive.
I gotta pull it up
in
right
terms
now.
of seconds elapsed over a
was
run. It was
great.
the longest run of all
and
time.
like he didn't go out of bounds. He like cut it back in.
Yeah,
and
he kept going.
Trying to get more.
Yeah, he was
What was
not.
it,
He was
was it
not going to be
39
stopped.
yard
Yeah.
39-yard run.
But the funniest thing is
It was a
Gotta
huge
watch
there was
play.
like two corners or a corner and a linebacker on Paris Campbell right at the stick. Matt Ryan evades. Neither of them even look at Matt Ryan.
Look at him
There's
go.
no
I'm gonna
one
warn
there.
you, Paul. He's kind of moving. He's
He
kind of
is
moving.
kind of
By the way,
dude.
he's kind
If
of
he
funny.
got by 21, he might have housed it.
He could have walked.
But
that
it was like
first
the
down.
defense.
I think Jonathan
whenever-
Taylor scores twice.
I think
on
it's
that.
hilarious
Yeah.
though because whenever Matt Ryan scrambled out to the right, the defense didn't
No
even
one's
like
looking at him.
initiate moving to him. Like they thought there was no way he was taking off. That's fucking awesome. No, I saw a stat that Matt Ryan 39-yard run is longer than Zeke's longest run this year.
It's like Raheem Mostert's.
Raheem, there was like 5 like very well-known running backs that his run was longer than all of.
God.
Good for Matty. He
He's
was
a winner.
moving.
He wants to win.
He was
He looked
moving.
like
He
was-
looked rested. He looked
like
rested.
he was pushing a sub a 540 right there. He might have touched 4.8, 4.9 maybe.
I don't know.
That
Look
was
faster than
that was
Sam
adrenaline
Ellinger.
for sure.
Matty Wheels.
For sure.
His old ass
adrenaline.
just sits on the couch for a few
He's
weeks.
tall.
You know,
if he gets the legs going, then
yeah, if he gets some moving, right, he gets some momentum, he can make it happen.
It's tough to stop.
But yeah, then also too, it's like, you know, if they got to start Matt Ryan, like Jeff. If you're bringing in Jeff Saturday to give him an actual, you know, fighter's punch, like you can't have him start Sam Bam Ellinger.
Man,
Like,
but
if
what-
they start Ellinger, it's
What's
basically if they want to see if he has any future.
and I think 2 games they already got that answer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's tough too. I mean, Shaq Leonard's done for the year. He's got a second back surgery now.
He
so
was better when he was
That's-
Darius. Shaq is
He
not
was.
doing
Oh,
it.
he hasn't played
that
as
is
Shaq.
true. That's true. He hasn't played as Shaq.
He's
That's
played,
right.
what,
But I mean,
30
that's
games?
tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough again. So who knows how that's going to affect him next season also? Because I mean, 2 big back surgeries in the same years, not ideal for anyone at any
No.
age. So definitely not
Ultimately, our linebacker,
a middle linebacker.
Our
Yeah,
linebacker crew has outperformed by miles what I thought. were
Okariki's pretty good.
I feel like
Okereke.
every year on defense, y'all have
Okereke.
guys that come out of nowhere that just end up being pretty solid players.
Yeah, Okereke.
Y'all are pretty good at developing
Zaire
defense.
Franklin, and then EJ Speed, who's
It's a good name.
Tarleton
EJ
product.
Speed.
That is a badass
That's a good name.
That is a good
Let me
name.
ask y'all this:
It's a good name.
if there were Vegas
football name.
odds for Jeff Saturday to come into 2023 as the head coach, what do you think they'd be listed as?
I think he's
If they do good at
second
all,
best
I-
odds, whatever those are.
What like
I'd say
plus-
he's like third best
like
odds.
plus
Yeah.
what? Plus 300?
I'd say plus 400, and then the coach who's in first
Plus
place
600.
is
600.
300. I don't think. I mean, he's been a consultant for the Colts for past couple years, so
Yeah.
he's
familiar.
not a foreign
If he
guy,
comes
but
back, I just see Dan Campbell 2.0 just written all
Oh,
over him.
absolutely.
Like that's what he is.
The
I
thing
mean, he
is, if-
knows the game of football. Sinners have to know them.
He played
the
14
most.
seasons, went to the playoffs 12 times. All right,
He's
played
got
with
5 Hall of
with
Famers.
5 Hall of
Fuck
Fame
yeah.
offensive players.
I mean,
you don't think he knows the game?
how to
Yeah.
play football?
Well, the thing is, like, these guys like him, they spend the years that these other, well, they're now head coaches, they spend those years coaching. And he's just, you know, poor guys had to play football for 14 years instead of getting prepared to coach. So it's like,
Hey, but he's just absorbing knowledge.
Yeah.
he was an NFL Network guy, right?
well, I mean, but going back to if he's going to come back, now, he was on ESPN.
Or ESPN.
But I mean, if he has any sort of success, it's not very hard for Irsay to get a chub for anything
No,
Jeff
not at
Saturday
all.
seems to do.
Oh,
So-
no. And you know Irsay wants to be at the front of anything different
Well,
in
and the
football.
Colts
for
are just
sure.
so damn loyal to their people too, to where if y'all sneak in, he's probably gonna stick around.
I mean, if he
And
can,
I
if
would
he
not
can get
like
us
that
to the
for the long
playoffs.
term.
I don't think there's anybody who
are y'all
doesn't
four?
want him.
Are y'all 4-5-1
4, 5,
right
and
now?
1 now? Yeah.
I mean,
with the Eagles
it's an
next
uphill
up,
climb,
so,
to say the least.
Next week will be a
I mean,
telltale sign of if he can coach.
is
or
it
not.
is it going to be a wild card? They're going to have to get in.
I mean, Titans are 6-3. They're
I
not
think
a
you'd have to
great-
catch the Titans, honestly.
They're not a great ball club.
I mean,
Hey,
let's see. Like right now,
I'll be impressed if I see a competitive game out of the Colts.
Ah,
against the
no,
Eagles.
y'all. The wild card isn't too juiced right now. I mean, Chargers
it
are 5-4.
depends how
Bengals
Pats
are
play.
5-4. Wait, y'all are.
We're 10 right now.
Oh
I
no,
think.
the Jets and Bills. Okay, so 5-4. Y'all are that. So y'all are a game. I don't know what that'd be with the tie. Like a game.
I don't know. I wish we lost
and
that
a
game.
half.
Or won that game.
I don't. That just
I
fucks
hate
it all
ties.
up.
That's the
yeah,
dumbest thing in
it's just
sports.
ugly. So you're like a game and a half out. It's not impossible by any means.
No, definitely not. All right, so we done with Saturday talk.
Oh yeah, Saturdays are now Sundays.
Mavs dub, by the way.
Mavs dub,
Nice.
good. Saturday talk with the boys.